Have you ever been so sure of yourself that you forgot to ask for help? This is the story of a mountain climber and a lesson in real faith. There was once a man who loved climbing mountains. He had climbed many before, so when he chose a new, very difficult mountain to climb, he didn't think twice. Confident in his skills, he didn't bother to check the weather, make a plan, or ask for guidance. He believed he could do it on his own. On the day of the climb, he packed his gear and began his journey upward. The morning was beautiful, the sky clear, the mountain air fresh, and everything seemed perfect. By afternoon, he had reached halfway up the mountain. He smiled and whispered a prayer. "Thank you, God, for this beautiful view. Thank you for my life." It was a peaceful moment of gratitude. He stopped to rest, ate some food, and gazed at the breathtaking view below. Closing his eyes, he thanked God again for his life and the chance to see the world from such a height. But time passed quickly. The sun began to set and dark clouds rolled in. The smart decision would have been to stop and rest for the night, but the man was too determined. He believed his strength and faith would carry him to the top. He kept going, even though he couldn't see much ahead. The mountain path became dangerous, covered with thick fog and surrounded by darkness. He lost his sense of direction, unsure if he was going up, down, or sideways. Still, he climbed, telling himself God was watching over him. The night grew colder. His body shivered, but he pressed on by instinct. Then suddenly, as he reached for a rocky ledge, his foot slipped. He lost his grip and fell. The wind rushed past as he dropped fast into the air. In those moments of fear, his life flashed before him: childhood, dreams, mistakes, joys. Just when he thought it was over, the rope tied around his waist pulled hard, stopping his fall. He was hanging in the air, alone in the dark, with nothing to see and nowhere to go. His heart pounded, his body frozen. The rope was the only thing keeping him alive. In fear, he shouted, "Help me, God." To his surprise, a calm, powerful voice came from the sky. "What do you want me to do?" The man cried, "Please save me." The voice asked, "Do you really believe I can save you?" "Yes, I believe with all my heart," he replied. The voice then said, "Will you do exactly what I tell you to do?" "Yes, anything," the voice commanded. "Then cut the rope tied to your waist." Silence fell. The man couldn't believe it. Cut the rope? It was the only thing keeping him from falling into the dark. Fear took over. He held the rope tighter, weeping quietly as the cold surrounded him. The voice spoke no more. The next morning, the rescue team found his body, frozen to death, hands still clutching the rope. He was hanging just 3 feet above the ground. He could have lived if he had let go. He believed in God with his words, but not with his actions. Do you truly trust your faith, or are you clinging to fear? We say we believe in God, but when the time comes to act on that faith, fear takes over. Sometimes we're holding on to something we think is saving us, but it might be what's stopping us from being free. True faith means trusting, even when we cannot see the whole picture. Without it, our view is limited, but with it, we see beyond fear. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to discover more profound lessons about faith and letting go. Comment yes if you felt this message and live with a heart brave enough to overcome fear.